Hey, hi there. Guess who? I'm coming out from underneath the rock where I have been for many years now. Anyway, this is Laura Rorick, previously known as the foot care nurse, now just Laura Rorick, although I still am a nurse, but I did give up my CFCN. That's another whole story. Anyway, just didn't need it. It's really expensive. Nobody ever asked for it, and so I am just Laura Rorick RN now. And I just have had an epiphany that I wanted to share, and I'm going to restart this channel slowly, just by myself, grassroots, kind of like I did before. And what happened was a few months ago, I kind of learned about some new technology out there that can really help me with this mission. I have a tough time with organization, as many of you might know, due to my ADHD stuff, but I have figured out a way to kind of work around that and make it work to my advantage, actually. So I am changing the focus of this channel, and I'll tell you what it is in a minute, but up until I discovered this technology, I was just like ready to move on. I have somebody who wants to buy my business, or most of it, or subcontract with me. I'm only working maybe 4 or 5 days a month. I maybe have 40 clients left. But I found this technology, everything changed. I had the epiphany that I could actually fulfill some of these bucket list items that I knew I could never do really on my own, but I think I can now. At least I can start on my own and see where it goes from there. And I figure nothing ventured, nothing gained. I have so much on my plate otherwise, which I can kind of shift around and make room for this foot stuff. But in all these years, I have become a sewer, a sewist, I guess. They actually have a term for people who kind of are designers and use sewing machines. I have an embroidery machine and serger, and I just have so much fun making everything from yoga props to rag dolls to clothing to angels, tapestries. So I'm doing a lot of that. And I've also really gotten into being my own health and fitness coach. I had that death scare. I think those were some of my last videos that I took off several years ago. I had that diagnosis, or the lab results, with the elevated Lp(a), which the first symptom of that can be sudden cardiac death. So for a month there, I really thought I was going to die any minute, and it really changed my life. I actually got to kind of grieve my death and go through all that. And then I just said, forget it, let's just move on, and found out that, anyway, I just got into fitness. So now I do the sauna, which I'm sitting in front of. I have a great cold plunge. I'll show you in a second, and I do that 4 to 6 times a week, daily, sometimes up to 3 rounds in the sauna at 200 degrees and 48 degrees in the plunge, and that's kind of my cardio. And then I do HIIT 2 days a week, and I do slow strength training. I've been doing that 1 day a week for my osteoporosis, but I'm going to up it to 2 because I have just been deep diving into muscle building, and that's really what we need to do as we age. And I'm 72 now, so my friends are dropping like flies. My peers, people in my generation, aren't living that long, and it's okay. But I want to do whatever I can because I enjoy being on this planet so much, and I love my family so much, and I think I can be of help in some way. Anyway, I'm also doing sauna yoga in a infrared sauna at this weird little gym down the street that I just love. You can go in and work out in these little private saunas and do yoga and stuff. So I'm into that. And a huge change. A year and a half ago, I went on a metabolic ketogenic diet therapy, modified Atkins, the real thing that people use for who have seizure disorders and stuff. And I've been on it most of the time for the last year and a half. And that has really been a game changer. So I've been taking good care of myself, and now I have time and bandwidth to do this. And so this is what I'm going to do. I'm changing the focus of this channel to train lay people. Yes, you heard me right. I'm going to train lay people who to use high-speed drills and do everything that I do. There is nothing magical about having a healthcare license if you're trained to do it properly and know infection control measures, proper equipment care, how to use the equipment, which I will all do slowly on the YouTube channel, which I think I'm going to call People's Feet. So yeah, if you wanted to start a business, you can't do this, but this would be for people who want to take care of their own feet, their relatives' feet, their friends' feet, work as a volunteer in a homeless shelter. That is all doable if you have the right training. And what I have found by traveling the world for the last 30 years and being in many different countries is the needs are all the same. There is never going to be enough health practitioners, nurses, podiatrists, foot nurses, nail technicians, or whatever to keep up with the diabetic foot problem. So really the focus too of this channel is amputation prevention, and I'll be talking about working on the high-risk foot and going over when to refer, what's dangerous, what to look for, assessment, just all that stuff. I will cover everything. It's going to be a slow process, but I wanted to announce this now. It's New Year's Eve, and why not start out the year with a commitment to try to do something that I can do to make the world a better place, because I have no control over the politics, the international stuff, the potential wars. I mean, it's a really scary place. I don't watch the news, so I have more time in my life now, and this is what I'm going to focus on, and we'll see where it goes. So welcome to my journey, and I will check in with you later.